Okay, let's continue working with the data import template. We will start off with the regular price. The regular price is the price that you charge your customers, and it doesn't include any discounts or anything like that you would offer. The manufactured suggested retail price would be the retail price that your manufacturer suggests. This field can also be left blank, and the regular price field can also. You have 4 custom price levels. These are used to offer different prices to different customer groups. No entry is required for transfer. Tax code is a required field. Enter your tax code. It can be tax or non depending on how it's set up in your preference types. Enter the 12 or 13-digit UPC number. If the UPC numbers only contain 12 digits, you will have to enter a 0 on the front of the number. You can transfer numbers that are shorter or longer than 12 or 13 digits, but the scanner will not recognize them. The item type is a required field. You can choose from inventory part, non-inventory part, and service. Group or assembly items will not transfer. They don't tell you that it's required for transfer, but I found out the hard way that it is. So you want to make sure that you have something in your item type field. You'll see the quantity for stores, so you'll see the quantity going from 1 to 20, and that's because Point of Sale allows you to have 20 different remote stores. So what you can do here is if you are using one store, you can just go ahead and enter in your on-hand quantity for the first store. If you have multiple stores, when you set that up in your preferences, you will label each store store 2, store 3, store 4, and you can enter in the quantities on hand if you want to. This is not a required field. You can do this later if you want to, but a lot of people like to enter it in right now so that they start out with knowing what their quantity is. Custom fields can be used to enter any other information you need to track. You have 5 custom fields that you can use as needed. For instance, I had one company who had used item styles as a custom field, and that was how they identified their items from their previous point of sale. And so we entered that into the custom field, and it worked out really well for them. You can choose your company reorder point for your headquarter and remote stores. If you're using multi-store, or you can use a company reorder point for your store for just one store. So for the company reorder point here, I'm just showing what it is, what the totals are for everything combined. Units of measure. If you use this feature, I would suggest you set it up after the transfer. The system will walk you through how to set it up correctly. If you want to enter it on the spreadsheet, you enter the smallest measure that applies to the item in the base units of measure. Then you enter the units that you order the item in, and then you enter the units that you sell the item in.
Please watch our next video that completes our point of sale import template.